А на сайте Boosty снова новые посты. Я теперь буду добавлять посты туда каждый день. Вот пост про игру Homefront. И еще один пост про игру Трудно быть богом. Кому интересны такие посты, проходите по ссылке в описании. Подписывайтесь на мою страничку и поддержите меня. А прежде чем мы начнем, хотелось бы напомнить про мою группу в ВК, ссылку на которую в описании вы найдете ко всем моим видео. Тут посты, опросы, всякие вот такие опросы. Продолжаем или нет игры, нравятся программы, нравятся видео мои. Если вам нравится, вступайте в группу, поддержите меня лайком. Ну а мы начнем. Всем здорово, с вами Dark, вы на канале Dark Let's Play. А это значит, что сейчас вас ждет 2 часа или сколько там, не знаю, посмотрим. Прохождение игры Noire. Блять, хули я запутался, блядь. Так, короче, дело называется «Божественное предопределение». Честно сказать, я не знаю, о чем это дело. Ну, короче, у нас есть 2 трупа в клубе. Убийство, короче, убийство. Убийство, но убийство для убойного отдела, но это, конечно, не для убойного отдела, потому что у 2 убитых были найдены тюбики с армейским морфином. А как мы знаем, армейский морфин это наркотики, наркотики это плохо, так что ты даже не думай об этом. Понял? Ты даже не думай об этом. Наркотики это плохо. Если ты думаешь употреблять наркотики, это плохо. Понял? Вот так вот. Но я подчеркиваю.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind. About time. This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know who'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Вот так. Ты так, знаешь, по приколу там, ну травкой покурить, это нормально вроде. Но тоже, плохо это, тоже. По приколу можно, если безо всякой химии, это можно.
Bukowski. Phelps. Back again. We're here about the morphine. Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick. 26,
Тут и
former Marine.
есть,
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
Sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bo. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Интуиция есть сразу, а то, блядь, я не могу так делать. Так.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Первый.
Pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a
Боу.
message.
Ранение. Убийство, короче. пулевые ранения. Давай посмотрим на его тело.
Bad luck, Eddie.
Это кто?
Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Это его сослуживец, что ли? В смысле, блядь? Эдди. Нихуя нет, документов нету. Ту руку посмотрим. Не за что зацепиться, значит, при осмотре этого тела. Так, теперь. Сейф.
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
Взломать сейф они даже не пытались. В сейфе деньги и оружие вроде как. Только мне непонятно, блядь. Да. Плохо, что он не прыгает по кнопке. Это, блядь, мусор простой, ты чё, хуёвый?
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Это эти кнопочки, когда дуешь, клапаны
It's that
закрывают.
click.
Что-то щелкнуло. Блядь.
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Билетик. Куда? В джаз-клуб, синяя комната.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Бесплатный билет. Погоди, погоди. Шприц с морфином.
Kept his stash close at hand.
Он держал заначку с собой. Понятно. Труба. Ничего нету. Положим на место. Закроем.
Find anything interesting?
Битлтон. Документы есть? При нем? Да, вроде. А, это не документ. Это капсула с морфином. Ну,
We have a new source,
не
or is this
это.
coming from what's left in
Ампула,
circulation?
ампула. Новая. Да ё-моё, блин. Ничего нету. Зацепиться не за что. Ну, в смысле не за что, а это...
Another day, another dollar.
Это что? Пачка. Сигарета. Окурок. Нахуй надо.
I thought this was such a nice area.
Подожди. У меня очень мало улик.
Find anything interesting?
Почему исчезли-то? Почему, блядь, все исчезло? Бутылки. Так, подожди, улики. Давай улики изучим. Морфин. Пропуск в синюю комнату.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Где нрава?
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Мне кажется, ты заливаешь.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Ясно,
Tell us
ясно.
about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Ну, правда.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Морфин и пропуск. Стефан Биковский. Я просто привык с ним работать. Где? Рой.
And I thought this was such a nice area.
Find anything interesting?
Да стой ты, блин!
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Best search the place, Cole. All of the rooms. Joint like this could have some funny stuff lying around.
Все комнаты. Это шо? Сигареты, что ли?
Dozen packs to a carton.
Сигареты
100
Велор.
cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Он как бы он намекает на то, что я не все обследовал. Что это?
These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet.
Браунинг.
We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them?
Браунинг.
Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Стоп.
Any ideas?
Back to the station. We need to speak to someone on the robbery detail.
Голливудское отделение. Да ё-моё, блин, пусти. Пошли.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Ну пошли в голливудское отделение. Поехали.
And I thought this was such a nice area.
Can you drive to this one?
All right, where to?
А потом в синюю комнату. Тут кто-то это помер, что ли?
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us. Aren't you supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus. I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Пойдем.
He's taken one of his fingers.
Вот
Harry.
это.
You got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered
Понятно
3
всё.
BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Enough to arm 3 companies. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
Украденные винтовки Браунинга.
This is the crate we recovered.
Сигареты. Валор. И
I want to make
морфин.
it inside.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in
Cohen?
touch on this.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I'd say all's fair in love and war.
А, я, короче, понял все. Это, короче, эти.
I think his name is Phelps.
Где
I read
ты?
about him in the paper.
Куда идти-то?
Okay.
Ну, другое
We
дело.
bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Блять. Где ты? Чувачок. А, вот куда. Короче, выход. Надо вниз спуститься. Так, короче, это... Я понял, для чего показывали нам эти... Ну, из войны во флешбеке, короче.
Yeah, I want to make homicide.
Это потому что
Got it made. You can get that.
там его сослуживцы стали преступниками, а он типа стал полицейским.
Well, you can only dream.
Журналюги,
You drive.
пошли нахуй.
I need to go over the case notes.
Fine, where are we headed?
Синюю комнату.
How well did you know the owner?
McGoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Ну это как в игре Мафия 2, там тоже этот Вито Скалетто попал в плохую компанию с другом, вместе они сбежали с мафией, короче, вот и все. Они тоже воевали в Италии с Бенито Муссолини.
Funny about the clam chowder.
Потом Дон Коло отдал. Ну, короче, ладно, это мы не будем рассказывать, это заспойлерим, короче, всю игру. А я хочу ее пройти. Во, вот это моя музыка. Это мне нравится. Только, пожалуйста, заткнитесь.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow. Or their knucklehead buddies, Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German
Ты
gibberish
чё,
at me, Elsa.
Roy,
Ты чё?
how about you get a drink
Успокойся,
while I see to this?
Она же не виновата, что она немка, блядь.
Will you sit down?
Я сам ему допрос,
Why
иди
antagonize
нахрен.
him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Гэр полицейский. Гэр полицай, блядь. Если уж так разобраться. Партия морфина. Давай.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
I'm not looking to arrest users. I'm after the supply.
You just don't get it, do you? Some people can't live without heroin.
Окей, ладно, все. Она пиздит. Только, блядь, доказательства у меня нет. Ладно, сейчас, короче, улики изучим. Новые. Морфин. Так, морфин найден. В расстрелянную жертву. Пропуск в синюю комнату. Это, блядь, подожди.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Чем вы? Ты же заливаешь,
I
явно.
don't believe you. You knew these men.
And how would you like to prove that, detective? You're out of your depth here, detective.
Блядь.
You're asking the wrong questions of the wrong people. Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
And you're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words, and very noble. But words are just words, Cole Phelps.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cullen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Что делать? А, за ним надо. За ей надо проследить. Ох ты. Короче, если сейчас 3 раза не получится у меня проследить, то я это... делаю пропуск. Стопе! Она уехала.
Move in. I risk losing the trail.
Что делать? Что делать? Что делать? Следить? Я надеюсь, что надо просто, блядь, это, подождать, посмотреть, потом к ним ворваться и все. Я просто не очень люблю следить миссии на слежение, мне это не очень нравится. На преследование. Вот на погоню мне, да. Погоня мне нравится. Постучи в дверь. Скажи LAPD. Call fire при LAPD. Выбивай дверь ногой. Можно. Заходи. Ясно, ясно. Она, короче, это, с ним там переспала, короче, понятно. Что она его пригласила сама. И сейчас она ему все расскажет. Она ему уже сказала. Мне кажется. Как все прошло? Он же женатый. Софт-то уже женатый, вы чё,
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
That cherry pie was delish. I'll bring you coffee.
Пойдем.
Eggs were runny.
That broad has socks in it, Brazier.
He wants a 5-star goddamn
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
I'll bring you coffee.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
I'll bring you coffee.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Блин, он похож на армянина.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Так, ничего не известно, да? Опять пиздишь?
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys.
Ни хрена.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Я вам, блядь, покажу.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Нихера себе.
Parker or Green? I don't know who'd be worse. Guy gave his wife a cat.
Да сама-то автобус, блядь, сука. Да ёб твою. Где выход-то? Туда.
That bum took a slice
сюда.
at me. I put him down with my staff.
Mouthpiece took strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown in.
You're behind the wheel.
Do we know where we're going?
I'm going up to the lake. The race is on Saturday.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identify. Code 3.
Прием! Рация так работает. Не знаю. Пиздец! Это стрелять надо? Хуеть не встать. Брауном. Ай! Ну, короче, надо подождать немножко. Попробуй пройти туда. Вот так надо делать. По-хитрому. Пока они там стреляют, я туда дойду и все. Я думал, это будет легко, но не думаю, что это будет так легко.
LAPD, drop the gun now.
Хоп! Высовывайся! Все. Сердце прям. Хотя сердце, блядь, с другой стороны, ну похуй, все равно убил. Пассажиры пострадали. Это нихуя не снайпер, блядь. Все это пулеметчик какой-то. Я их тут на лицо не знаю. Не, ну разработчики-то молодцы, они постарались сделать то, что это. У каждого персонажа свое лицо и прочее. Так, подожди. 217.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Номер телефона и стол в ресторане. Круто. А ты кто? Бляха. Это Браунинг, короче.
It's one of the BARs.
Того же украдено, короче. Обойма. Пустая. Там еще две обоймы валяло.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Его имя было в декларации, запомни.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Знание об ограблении Кулриджа.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolridge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Так.
I don't believe you, Felix. I've got gunmen blasting away at innocent citizens. This is getting out of hand. Is there something you want to tell me?
I appreciate you calling me a liar, detective. You want to prove that I was involved?
Я думаю, что это...
I'll let it slide this time.
Сука!
For old time's sake.
Ну правильно. Да. Надо было.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right?
Нехороший допрос.
Me and all my people.
Неудачно.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Прямая связь.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second.
Келсон.
Jack
Одна
Kelso,
полчанин его.
apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks.
Thanks. Джек Келсон. Преступниками становятся или очень сильные люди, или
You know the way.
очень слабые.
Where are we going?
I want to see. Excuse me, officer, I want to see.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Ну да, крепкий Келсон. Только он хреново это делает. Он вообще у него по службе он не отличался ничем. Ни разу. Если вы посмотрите первые серии, там было видно, что он не отличается.
Hello, Jack. This is
Нигде.
Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
Поехали, поехали.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Ну это он откуда может знать?
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
Это он откуда может знать?
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Так, и это он тоже не знает.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Come on, Jack.
Неправильно.
You were there. You
Блядь.
must know something. People are dying over this morphine.
We had been in port 2 days, and the Navy crew were busy unloading. Most of us were making final arrangements to travel home. Everything that was stolen was taken straight from the dockside. Police interviewed my unit and most of the swabbies.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Далеко? Нет, далеко.
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Джек не предаст своих ребят. Ну, я хуй знает, конечно. Робот.
Just walked up and shot the man. 2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Вон он. Стреляй! Блин, драйв прям. День!
Throw out the guns.
Есть. Сука, даже не пришлось переигрывать. эту погоню и стрельбу. Вот это драйв. Ты кто? Шелдон.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
У Коэна встреча с Шелдоном. Как не Шелдон? Эй! Прикольно. Ну только нихуя это не прикольно, по идее. Хиггинс Коннелли.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
Копия декларации.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Опять.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer?
Так, я все понял.
What do you think?
The post office, Cole, and be quick about it.
Блять. Это все этот виноват. Короче, это этот придурок. Вот этот вот мой напарник, короче. Он предал меня, когда я поехал с к этой немке. Типа к ней в гости поехал, вся фигня. Типа я...
You're behind the wheel. Fine, where are we headed?
Иди нахуй.
They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Ну, посмотрим, что из этого выйдет потом. Хотя, Кол... Я не думаю, что Кол Кэт. Стрельба, бля. Да убейте же этого напарника ебучего. Стоять.
Real clever, asshole. Let's find you. Here to help.
Weapons on the ground, now!
Real clever,
Clear me some space here!
Real clever, asshole. I'm gonna find you. Real clever, asshole. I'm gonna find you.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Give me some goddamn cover. You're pretty great for a dead man.
How about some more, asshole?
Фу, тоже с первого раза без переигрыва. Не я. Прикольно. Так. Я просто капслок включил, я не хочу капсить.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. God.
Признание. Дело того, что передай Кортни. Что это? Polar Bear. Ленни Франкенштейн.
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Ленни Франкенштейн General. Кто? А, менеджер. Ну, только руки, понятно, пиджак он смотрит. Нахуя ногу-то, бля, поставил?
Coroner says it's going to take at least a week to get an ID.
Доставай, смотрим.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Вот нахуя ты это смотришь, блядь? Я тебе сказал, вот эту вот руку смотреть, блядь, вот эту вот хуйню смотреть. Нет, блядь, надо руку смотреть. Шелдон. Шелдон и Коэн.
Juski, Beckett.
Межевский, Беккет, МакГолдрик, Дрискол.
Get wrapped up in this thing. Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Все не могут, блядь, это сила духа надо, понимаешь?
Beautiful day.
You drive.
Hope we have no
Please
trouble
go.
with the case notes.
All right, where to?
Китайский театр Граумана. Сначала съездим.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Сейчас погоним по-любому. Приехали в китайский театр Граумана. Сейчас стрельба будет? Или погоня, или что-то. Оу. Щит! Нихуя себе!
Getting close.
Сказал
Steer 'em
мне,
off the
блядь,
tar.
погоня будет. Блять! Заново надо. Переиграть надо. Так интересно. Сейчас переиграем. Короче, кто-то там налетел на морпехов и расстрелял их. В мясо вообще просто.
Getting close. Steer 'em off the tar. I can't take the shot from here, Cole. Getting close. Steer him off the tar. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. Are you trying to cut me in half?
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Серьезно? Вот этот, блядь, напарник меня бесит нахуй. Я так и знал. Я так и знал, что его это... Из-за него он завидует мне.
Where are we going?
Нахуя мне голливудское отделение полиции? Ладно, похуй, поехали. Не, ну просто я не знаю, для чего оно нужно. Если оно нужно, значит, оно что-то там надо сделать. Или что?
The cop from the newspaper.
He's the cop who arrested that movie producer. It's about time some of those movie people went to jail. They think they're untouchable.
Рой Эрл. Фух. Нету. Блядь.
If you were twice as smart, you'd still be stupid.
Mouthpiece tore scripts off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants it.
Окей. Че я зря сюда приехал?
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the newspaper.
Any ideas? If we can get them all in the alleyway, we wrap the whole case.
Поехали, ладно. Я не буду, зачем мы туда приехали. Что мы тут забыли? Ну, в общем.
You know the way. You can drive.
All right, where to?
Я вообще не знаю, зачем мы туда поехали. И зачем оно нужно, это голливудское отделение полиции нам. В данном случае. Место встречи. Сейчас меня грохнут по-любому. И в этом будет виноват Рой Эрл.
Alright, let's kill these rat bastards!
On the roof, Cole, nail him! Stay down. Keep moving, I'll cover you. Find some cover. There he is, blast him. Clear me some space here. Stay in cover.
Где они?
Stay in cover. You're pretty brave for a I'm wide open here. Get in cover. As soon as he pokes his head out, we'll step on him. Get in cover, now!
На дальних дистанциях это оружие хуйня. Это винтовка.
Stay down.
Где она? Пятой попытки, блять, убил.
You're clear, go.
5 обоим нахуй потратил.
Oh, I got you. You're covered, Phelps.
Вот так вот нахуй делает это дело.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that list.
APL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Courtney Sheldon.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine.
А, вот для чего. Вот почему голливудское отделение полиции еще не зачеркнуто было. Потому что оно еще там одно дело надо было сделать, короче, но это по сюжету. Блять, непонятно вообще нахуя оно так сделано, блять. Courtney Sheldon. Это который служил со мной.
In my office, if you please.
Тоже.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
Это важнее. Да.
Well, you can only dream.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
I know that face.
Знать бы, где он
That's the guy
еще.
who busted all those Negro drug pushers last week, isn't it?
Courtney.
Is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
No,
You
come
stole the
on.
morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation.
Наркоман ебаный, блядь.
I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. It leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
You're training to be a doctor, Courtney. How do you justify all of these deaths? You're supposed to want to save people.
Before you get on your high horse, I saved my fair share in Peleliu and Okinawa. My conscience is clear. How do you sleep at night?
Блять.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
Ну, это правда.
How do you think this is going to play out, Courtney? It's either going to be you or Jack.
What's this got to do with Jack? Jack would never be involved in anything like this.
But you would.
He has already denied
Я
any
неправильно
wrongdoing.
сделал, короче, надо было заново это делать.
Have you finished, detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were. You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Уволили. А что если... А что если это не этот...
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Вот это придурок сдал. Долбоклюй.
hell's...
Одна улика не найдена и вопросов 7, 14. Неправильно вообще. Понижение. Короче, меня отправили на понижение. Нужен очень тонкий подход и твердые улики, чтобы заставить морпеха, такого как Феликс, сдать своих дружков. Напором надо было перед. Смотрим дальше. Следующая серия «Газовщик». Следующая серия будет называться «Газовщик».
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Короче, небольшое резюме дам по поводу прошлого дела. Я так думаю, что это бы рано или поздно все равно бы произошло, ну, то есть понижение, ну, потому что в документах написано, что будет отдел поджогов, вот. И, короче, вот, дело, короче, вот так вот провелось. Неважно, как бы я его провел, это по-любому было бы так. Так, ну что ж, всем спасибо, что посмотрели это видео до конца. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, вступайте в группу ВКонтакте, нажимайте на колокольчик, включайте все уведомления. А также не забывайте про Бусти, подписывайтесь туда, конечно же. Если хотите поддержать выход интересного контента на моем основном канале, ссылка на который в описании под любым моим видео. Также там ссылка на Бусти, проходите, регистрируйтесь, подписывайтесь на мою страницу. Вот. А на сегодня все. Удачи. Да пребудут с вами пиксели.